Hello, guys. Welcome once more. It's another episode of Life for Africans in the Diaspora with your favorite host, Martha Gifts, aka Mama Biki, and the one and only original Mrs. Maeke. It's all about you and I in the diaspora. It's all about you and I that have left Africa, left our family members, our children, our loved ones, our husbands, our wives, our brothers and sisters moving to the diaspora in search for greener pastures. So, rush in here in your numbers because today I want us to discuss about a very hot and interesting topic. But before we dive into it, I want to introduce let's welcome the participants we have in the house right now. Hello, Mr. Abdul. Thanks for joining. Mr. Prince T, D and B. Constance Abe, thanks for joining. Eno Brenda, yes, we've solved our problem, so I'm satisfied. Guys, for more than a week, we've had this issue because people were unable to leave comments. So I've been asking myself, what have I touched? This TikTok, this black app, But thank God, we have been able to rectify it and we are back. It's all about you and I who have left Africa in search for greener pastures here in the diaspora. It's all about you and I sharing our experiences, telling people the good, the bad, and the ugly, the sweets, the sour, and the bitter sides of diaspora. Now, we do not do this to ridicule any country, to talk low or down on any country or continent. We do this to enlighten our people, our lovely African brothers and sisters who are back home in Africa. We want them to be aware of the harsh realities of what is happening out here in the diaspora. And today I want you and I to talk about sabotage. Did you hear me? Self-sabotage. Now, I'm sure most of you have been using this word sabotage. You sabotaged me. You did this, you did that, you did that. But one thing we've never done is, have we asked ourselves as a person, am I actually sabotaging myself? Are you actually sabotaging yourself? And for how long have you been sabotaging yourself? Like, I'm asking myself now, Martha, for how long have you been sabotaging yourself? I'm ashamed because I cannot even answer it, but I know the answer. Now, I don't want us to start bringing out some of those answers here while we are doing whatever we are doing. But I am sure we have amazing people out here. We have amazing speakers as usual. People who know these words sabotage. People who know how other people have been sabotaging themselves. People who can educate you on how to come out of that situation. So guys, please power tap your screen. Thank you so much, Mr. Jonah. Jonan. No, you're making me blush. Guys, please power tap your screen. And we have 10 participants. Please power tap your screen because today we are talking about self-sabotage. Bro, what else should I do? We have people in the world. You guys are my brothers and sisters. You all know the Bible says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. I can't love you guys any less. I love myself so much. And I love you guys as much as I love myself. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's asking me here that, Martha, why do you trust people so much with your small heart? Oh my God. Now you're gonna make me cry. Please, don't make me cry. Guys, please power tap your screen. Please power tap your screen. Please power tap your screen. Hello, Mr. Promise. Hello, Mr. Barack. Thanks for joining. Guys, please power tap your screen. Share the live broadcast so we get more participants. Today we have an amazing topic. A topic that is going to change your life. A topic that is going to change your lifestyle. A topic that is going to cause you to reflect, to remember the reason why you left Africa. Please power tap your screen. Hey, this is Martha. This is Martha. Please power tap your screen My parents are very much alive and they are healthy, and I'm grateful to God for that. My parents are very much alive. Hello, Pastor Albert. Thanks for joining. Like I told you guys, today we'll be discussing about sabotage. We'll be discussing about people sabotaging people and us sabotaging ourselves. We'll be discussing about self-sabotage. So please power tap your screen. And if you know of an amazing speaker out there, please invite them to come here. We need people who are intelligent. We need people who are full of wisdom. We need people who are willing to give out wisdom to others for free. We love generous people. We love generous people. You all are amazing, but trust me, there are people. Yes, I am married. I am married. Mhm. And there is a surprising thing you guys don't know. My both parents actually have 10 kids, 5 boys and 5 girls. And to the glory of God, we are all healthy, safe and sound. So guys, you're all welcome. Sister Favor Grace, thanks for joining. Pretty Gift, thanks for joining. Like I said, please share the live broadcast so we get more participants into the house, because today we'll be discussing about sabotage. Like I said, sabotage could be people sabotaging you, people sabotaging other people, you sabotaging yourself, or you sabotaging other people. Hello, Mr. Emas God. Thanks for joining again. And we have rectified our issue. So let's discuss about this. Oh my God. Yes, indeed, my parents are blessed to have me, and I am blessed to have them. And my husband is an amazing person, and he's blessed to have me, same as I am blessed to have him. So that's just it. It goes both ways, you know. We all benefit from each other. You guys are benefiting from me. I am benefiting from you all, because if you guys were not here, I will not be here. Without your support, I will not be here. I will not be encouraged to keep coming. It's because I have people like you who shower me with praises, who shower me with words of encouragement. Martha, you're doing good. Martha, keep it up. That's why I'm still here. So I love you guys so much, and I pray you keep coming and God keeps increasing you all. But I want us to remember. Oh my God, we are not here to talk about Martha, Mr. Jonan, please. We are not here. Thank you so much for showering me with love, but we are not here to talk about Martha. We are here to talk about how we can improve our lives, how we can develop, how we can add a little bit of sugar into our lives. You get it? Yes, we need to keep adding something every day. Even, you know, they usually say tiny droplets of water makes up an ocean. So we need to keep adding into our lives. Let's not talk about me today. Maybe when it's my birthday, we'll talk about Martha. That day, you guys will be free to ask me any question and anything. Oh my God, I get it. Mr. Emas God wants us to focus on Africa. I get it. But you know, I really, really avoid talking about politics. Yes. I have a video where I said politicians are meant to be around politicians, and you and I who are in the diaspora struggling to better our lives, we are meant to be around each other. You get it? Yeah, I really do everything possible to stay away from politics. But you know, today I really had this burden because I feel like so many of us have forgotten why we traveled. So many of us have forgotten this driving force that kept on pushing us, that go, you can do. Hello, Mr. Emas God.
Yes, Mata. I'm glad to join your live as always. I'm
Thank
glad.
you so much. And I'm pleased to have you as our first guest of the day.
Wow, I'm honored
Yeah.
today to be the first. Wow.
Mm,
It's a great privilege to participate on this wonderful and honorable platform,
thank you.
which is aimed at adding value to Africa,
Mm,
refocusing the mindsets that are brainwashed, and reshaping the lives that we live out there once we cross the borders of Africa. I am more of Africa because I am an African.
Mhm.
And I know somehow, indirectly, our focus is Africa.
Yes.
Whether we don't we try to run away from politics, but we are all Africa. We have to talk Africa. We must talk Africa, and that is what you are promoting.
Yeah.
Politics necessary not in quote because we are not in position to maybe to affirm or make political decisions. And that is why I am not a politician. I'm not bringing politics on our platform. When I say our focus is Africa, is because our concerns, it is for Africans. That is our focus. And nevertheless, we will not give a blind eye to what is happening. No matter how much you economize, no matter how much you're working here, focusing on Africa, approach to jobs, focusing on Africa to add value, focusing on Africa to encourage people to do accountability and make sure they don't waste the opportunity they are being given out there gives you only one thing: think at home, think home, think home. If you are thinking home and you are so focused on home, by the time you are set to go home and there is no home because of the political destabilization, what will be next? What will be next? So so that, in other words, we will always think Africa, encourage Africa, and advise ourselves, even with the training points that is going back home. If West Africa is destabilized, me and you were affected, whether we like it or not. We are affected, whether
Mhm.
we like it or not.
Yeah.
If this West African trains being put into effect, if there are bombs, it is destabilized, me and you will be affected, whether we like it or not. So that's why when I come in a platform, I so much like this platform. We are principled, we are focused. It is about us. That is what I worship about it. I adore it. It is something I must create time with. How short it is, I must make sure I think I must pass by. So
Thank you so
to
much.
participate in one or the other. But in other words, those who want to give blind eye and consider what is happening, the trends and the threats happening in Africa's politics, they don't have an understanding. If you have an understanding, you will encourage your voice. You don't know how far these your videos they will go. You don't know how the people that listen to your videos, especially the ones you upload on Facebook, you don't know who listens. There are ministers who will listen. There are children of ministers who will listen and go and tell their parents about it. There are people who will listen, and just a word that you drop may kill somebody's greedy ambitions that will save your country, that will save your community, that will save someone from being crushed because of a useless step. And that's why every platform at this time around should bring consciousness. Tell people, in as much as you're planning out here, make sure you encourage those at home, those in the army, those who want to follow political blunderers, who want to follow political blunder to destroy their own home for the interest of the West. It is just a simple encouragement that I will not miss that opportunity to tell someone, brother, you have the gun, but your leader, who will not face the bullet, should not push you to go and die. And
Yeah.
we will be suffering behind because you obeyed one leader whose decision was not, first of all, just, which was not, first of all, a good one, which was also, first of all, fair. That is just what we have to tell ourselves, in as much as we concentrate on sabotage today.
Mhm.
So back to our topic. back to our topic. Back to our topic for today. I am glad for one thing. We are educating a lot of people who left home with the blessings of their parents, who left home with the blessings of their brothers and sisters with high expectations. Entering the plane for the first time, crossing the borders of Africa, it is something that somehow special. It is like a deliverance. It is like, it's like it is something like, it's like you become a savior. You become an icon, celebrity in your family, at your family level,
Yeah.
and leaving that behind and coming out here. Then you start getting the obstacles that you may not be bold sometimes to express them because it may kill the spirit of those who believe so much in you.
Mhm.
Then, which is not negative, I must be honest, because there are some instances that you watch yourself. You say, if I tell my mother this kind of suffering or this experience, she might have had heart attack.
Yeah.
Her BP may climb up. She may die. After the sacrifice, they paid money, they even sold the only plot land and send you out, and you come here and you see, like me, I was duped. I was deceived. Coming here with high expectation, closed my business down, left my wife, my beautiful kids that I was happily, and I was deceived just because of somebody's self-interest.
Selfish
And
interest.
reaching and I see a different story, and I look at my brother. I say, why should you deceive me because of this chicken change? Why should you destabilize a family man based on fake information? And since I did not think it was business. I thought it was a reality. Somebody you believed in, somebody you have been a blessing to, somebody that you. I drove this guy even the day he was coming over here. I drove him. I dropped him at the airport. I traveled right to his village to pray for his family. Assist. I never suspected that this could be business. Then after some 2 years, he started talking with me. This is the opportunity I have for you. I could not suspect that it was business. The money he requested for me, I paid it in the account without hesitation. No, I'd never thought that this was business and should be disputed, should be negotiated. And when I come, I see something, a different picture of something that I've never thought about. Then I enter like that. I say, God, what is this? And I want to like agitate. I think if I call my mom to tell her this is the story, she can collapse. It can cause havoc. It can destroy her. Then after some few days, I had to gather courage to tell my wife, this is the situation. This guy lied to us. This guy played us. It was a 419. And she like, oh my god, some few days to cry, just to weep and regret after closing my very lucrative shop, my business down, auction my car. In fact, it was just a very difficult thing, and you want to talk about it, you have to be very careful who to communicate, at what time to communicate, and how to communicate so that it
Yeah.
doesn't cause a lot of harm. Then I finally settled down. Self sabotage. If you want to give an information to someone which is detrimental, make sure you know who you are talking to. Self sabotage. Self sabotage. Sabotage simply means you are giving the dirt part, the humiliating part, that ruining part of yourself, which makes people start looking down. Then it is destructive. Self sabotage leads to a destructive end because it pains you negatively. It pains you negatively. Sabotage is simply painting someone generally negatively. It's simply a kind of a detrimental picture. You want to destroy someone with your word, verbally, with an information that will make the person ruined, will destroy the person. And self-sabotage, how do you look at yourself? Even the painful aspect of your life, when you are in a dark situation, how do you carry yourself? How do you communicate to people about yourself? You should be able to speak the truth, but constructively. You should be constructive. Don't don't make yourself a ridicule.
Yeah.
A ridicule. Do not make yourself a ridicule. Do not. I didn't say you should package yourself like these Nigerians. They say packaging. You will lie and aggrandise what you are not. I didn't say so. But be careful. Talk when it is necessary. Give information that is necessary. Do not give an information that is destructive, detrimental to you. Guard your tongue from whatever comes out from it, which means do a kind of diagnosing in what you say about yourself. Some people, there are children of God who are Christian, but they are foolish. There is an information that is not necessary. But in the name of honesty, you want to be super honesty, you want to be the Holy Mary of our time. You spill out jargons thinking you are speaking the truth. That which you are spilling out may be a hindrance and a blockage, sabotage to your own self. There are people who spill out rubbish and jargons on platforms like this that ruins their chances of even getting married. In the name of
Yeah.
let me speak the truth. In the name of was that necessary? Ask the question, was that necessary? You have to give the right information to the right people at the right time. Not necessarily, let me just speak the truth to a wrong audience. Then it tends to backfire on you. That is self sabotage. Self sabotage, which will make your life, your future miserable because of your communication, because of your utterances. So, some of the utterances that are not necessary, keep them for yourself. There is when you diagnose information, some information are basically just for you, concerning you is just for you. Then
Yeah.
the one that needs to be for your best friends, should in case those who believe in friendship, I don't. They will believe in friendship and they will confine some information to those the so-called friends. Those that you categorize your information. Those that need to receive from my friends, you should be your friends. The family ones should be for family. Then the general information about you should be diagnosed. It should be scrutinized. You should screen the information you give out there about yourself. Otherwise, it will be your Waterloo. It will be a
Mm.
stumbling block. It will destroy you. And you start regretting in my mouth, my mouth. If I knew I could have controlled my mouth, you are opportune now. Control this mouth now that it is still shining. Now that you still have the grammatical vocabulary you can begin to pour. Now that you have the voice, moderate it. Be the moderator of your mouth. Otherwise, you will spill out that which you're not supposed to spill out, which will work against you tomorrow. So self-sabotage, it is real. It has a negative effect on you and not any other person. Sometimes the family will suffer because of what you expose in the name of I was just speaking the truth. I was just speaking my truth to whose truth? To who? Whose
Mm.
truth? To who? Was it necessary? How the truth has affected you? Tell me now. How is the so-called truth has affected you? Some of us have implicated ourselves because we talk without moderating our mouth. You have to be the moderator. You have to moderate. You have to diagnose what you say. Open your mouth carefully. Don't open it wide. Open it carefully. Mind the pronunciation, the utterances that you vomit out there. It either condemns you or uplifts you. So mind what you say about yourself. It is not all that is true that is truth. It is not all that is true that is truth.
Mm.
There are truths, there are truths, which you need to diagnose and mind where you are speaking this truth. Be honest to yourself, but be careful before people. Be honest to
Wow.
yourself, but be careful before the masses. And
I'm
so,
taking
on
note
this
of that.
platform, I am glad we are talking reality about ourselves, adding value to Africa. Let us be careful. Like what somebody is saying another for another person, that is sabotage in general. I got this information from this our one of our sisters in the US. Thing disturbed me. I have been struggling since yesterday to see whether we could get the contact with this lady who deliberately just decided to sabotage the Cameroon. Yes, who got into
Yeah,
US without
I saw a
that's
video.
to
Yeah.
do the Apia ways. I call it the caution, the Apia ways. And she decides to own up to call for immigration to come and arrest these guys until she is being questioned by the officer and like she is giving information. Yeah, two of them that are using different people to work. How is that your business?
Yeah.
How is really I mean just wickedness. That is sabotage we're talking about. You decide to
Mhm.
give a destructive information about somebody who has not affected you, who has not who is not your family member, who is not related to you, who has not offended you. Is that the first people entering the US through the Apia ways? I don't know. That is the height of wickedness, which maybe after thorough investigation, maybe the guys had something to her with her because it is not normal. Somebody have to convince me that somebody will just meet you on the road and happen to give you his story, and you turn it against him because that information she tapped it from the very people. Because in her statement she said, I met them, what that is what they said, which means, that's what I'm saying, manage
Mhm.
your information.
Yeah,
If the two
yeah.
guys have not exposed their truths, so-called truth, to the wrong person, they will not be found wanting. They will not be found wanting. But because they saw their sister, they thought maybe, or maybe they got some relationship issues, and at the end of the day the lady was not was not like maybe happy about it. She decided to spill the beans out. Because I believe, even at the last question that the officer asked her, what makes you expose? What pushes you to bring out? I mean, the question was embarrassing, but
Mr. Emma's
she
God.
coined it around to justify. People have been coming here. Some are suffering to be patient. Why could these people not be patient? The justification does not have grounds. But and
Mm,
I asked myself, these guys sabotage themselves.
yeah,
They
yeah.
spill out
Thank
a
you. That's
wrong information to
Mr.
the
Emma's
wrong
God. Now
person.
you're using the word. Now they self-sabotage themselves. You get it?
Yeah,
They did it.
that is it. They use their mouth with that
Yes.
proper moderation and
Mhm.
expose themselves to the wrong person who nailed them. Now, if they are repatriated tomorrow, if they are being put to jail, caught, and punished for, it is their mouth. If they knew that this is information is supposed to be for me and for me alone, they will not see a beautiful demon shining and glittering, but inside darkness, inside wickedness, they will not sell their right information to the wrong person. So that is self sabotage. That is self sabotage. Mind who you talk to. What is he saying? People are always quick to complain that someone changed the wheel, not ask themselves. They did. It is. I am suspecting the thing is real. I don't think a lady who has been in the U.S. for all this while will just get up one day and decide to sabotage two people. I don't think so. Something must have transpired in between them, and she is not satisfied, and she decided to destroy them.
Yeah,
That is just
yeah.
the truth. It is
That
not
must be the
just
case.
normal. There must be something. There is no smoke without fire, because that is
Mm.
not the first case. People have been smuggling in America through the Apia ways, through this other Mexico, through this Uruguay, through. I mean, they've been entering through the sea, bush, mountain, forest. Anyhow, they've been
You
entering.
know, Mr.
So
Iman's God, Teacher B says nobody is asking the lady what that guy did to her. But when I check the
yes,
comment section, some people are like, no matter what they did or no matter what he did, she had no right whatsoever to report them.
that's what I'm saying. The conspiracy. There must
Yeah,
be a conspiration. There must be a provoking point, because no way will an African lady will just decide to expose her own brothers in a foreign land. There is no way. And I blame my brothers who open up. I don't know what conspired. Maybe the thing of this when they say, when it comes to this our partner in crime on bed, anything can come out. Maybe they had some funny relationships, and maybe this lady was not satisfied, or maybe she was like feeling okay, abused, or maybe assaulted, or maybe, I mean, I don't know, because those kind of information, and a random person will not get that information from the guys as well. And a random person, they will not move on the street and begin just to announce, we came through the happier ways, we
yeah,
are using this person's documents to work, we are living in this apartment, we are living
yeah.
on this street. It is rare. There must be an intimate relationship with this lady and the guys, and maybe she wasn't satisfied with the way the guys treated her. And you know this thing of room. Yeah, when we are in bed, we can release all secrets. We can tell
Mm,
every truth to the wrong
mm.
lady in the name of sweet moments. And that is the price. That is the price that is being paid for partnering in crime. So I'm sure, I am so settled about this, because these guys were not moving on the street just using maybe a megaphone to announcing to everyone we came through the happier ways and this lady got the attention. She must be close with them. They must have been in one spot together and did their sweet moments, and in the name of sweet moments, truth started coming, which now
Ah,
led to their detriment.
Sister Favor says, brother, you said the truth about this situation, about this issue.
That we are human beings, we know where this where the triggering points easily bring out some of these beasts. I mean, we know these things. If you got to get information from a lady, take her to bed. She will vomit everything. You want to get information from a man, take him to bed. In the name of that moment, truth will come out.
Okay.
Truth will come out. Business engagement. He will tell you bank accounts. He will tell you the color of his new car. He will tell you it is in bed. It is in bed. Those things are obvious, and these weak guys sell themselves now to a demon who pretended to be a girlfriend, who pretended to be a good Cameroonian lady,
And can you
and
imagine?
maybe
So
she
many people will suffer
and
now.
that is the point. The person whose documents are being in use, he is implicated.
Yeah.
Innocent him helping his brothers from Cameroon, he will be implicated. The building they are staying in, implicated. The surroundings, and maybe these guys they will come for arrest. Everyone they
Mhm,
found around will all be
mhm.
implicated, and that's
Yeah.
how we know how wicked the heart of man can be. And so, do
Yeah.
not sabotage yourself by giving your information to wrong people. Be careful what you say. Be the moderator of your own
Thank you
words.
so much.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Mr. Imas God. We really do appreciate you for analyzing this thing. And it's it's so fortunate that this incident just happened just days ago and we have this video, because this thing just came to my mind and I was like, so many people are actually using this word, but it's like they are not aware. They don't know the meaning. They don't know what's happening. So for those who are just joining, today we are discussing about the word sabotage and self-sabotage, you sabotaging another, everything that comes with the word sabotage. So we still have some amazing speakers. Mr. Imas God, we thank you so much for your contribution. We pray you keep coming as you're always there. You're always there. So we are not even doubting your attendance. We know whenever we are live, you're with us. So we'll move
Thank
to
you.
the next speaker due to time. Hello, Mr. Blue Boy. Please unmute yourself. Hello,
Hello,
Mr. Blue
Martha.
Boy.
Good evening.
Good evening. Thanks for joining.
Thank you too for accepting.
You can go ahead with your contribution.
Okay, good evening, everybody. I hope we are all good this evening.
We are
And
good.
Good evening,
Martha, I
bro.
must
We are
appreciate.
fine.
I would appreciate you for what you've been doing. Really, your voice is going very far. If you don't know,
Hmm.
I really appreciate you for that. I thank you because I've equally learned a lot from you on your platform because of amazing speakers like Mr. Emma and other speakers also. So I really appreciate you. Well,
Welcome.
when it comes to sabotage, self-sabotage, there are so many ways we do sabotage ourselves without even knowing.
Mhm.
Uh, let's take, for example, those of us who are out of the country. Since I'm in UAE, let me use an instance of the UAE, of me being in the UAE. We all know that in UAE, they don't give us citizenships, right?
Yeah.
No matter what you do, they cannot give you their citizenship. No matter how long you stay in the country, they cannot give you citizenship.
Mhm.
And so, but most of us Africans, we come here. At times, maybe we just find a place so comfortable, we just walk. We don't care to invest back home. We just live a quick, sweet life here without even thinking of investing or creating a business back home. When we do this, what do you think you are doing? When because had it been you, if you create a business back home, you are in turn employing one or two persons back home, and you are equally preparing for your retirement because you won't work forever. You won't work forever. So no
Mhm.
matter what, and no matter how much you are being paid, always think of back home. Always think of back home because if you do not think of back home and if you do not think of the future, then you are shooting yourself on the leg because later in the future you will be regretting. You will be regretting that is you are sabotaging yourself in the future because sabotage when you sabotage yourself it always comes with negative consequences, you know.
We have an
So
amazing comment here, Mr. Blue Boy. A second. Mr. Imas God says packaging is self-sabotage. Soon as your nyash go show.
that's a very strong point, right?
Yeah, it's true.
It's
Packaging, you
yeah,
know
it's a
it's
very
not
strong
true.
point.
Yeah.
It's true because you package yourself. No matter how long you hide the truth, no matter how long you hide the truth, it will always come out.
Mm.
The truth will always come out. And so when you package yourself, Nyash, and even all this makeup, funny makeup, when you do all this, later in the future, you will face the consequences. I don't have much to say, but I just want to encourage all of us out here that we should always think of investing back home because if we invest back home, we are in turn making our economy to grow. We are in turn helping to employ one or two persons. If we always think of back, that is why I like UAE. They don't give citizenship because there are certain countries, there are other countries that they do give citizenship. You just go there, you just feel comfortable. You even
Get it back
open
home.
your businesses there. Yeah, you don't even think of back home. But if we do think of back home, no matter how small the business is, you are helping to grow the economy
Mm.
so much, so far so much that later in the future, you won't find most of us falling, trying to fall bush, to
Yeah.
travel out in order to make it. We will make it back home. And all these political instabilities, part of it is because of poverty. It's
Mm.
because of poverty, because we lack businesses, we lack we are not employed, and we are not even those who could create these businesses for us and employ us so that we can also make a living. They are not willing. They are not willing to do that because they are so comfortable where they are. And so we should also learn to hold our governments into account to create the enabling environment because I know one of the reasons is because of an enabling environment. We do not have the enabling environment. I use an example of Cameroon. There is serious instability in some regions of Cameroon, which I guess most of us do know the regions, and it is very difficult to invest in this region. So if we do hold our governments into account, I think they will create an enabling environment for us to invest back home.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much,
much.
Mr. Blue Boy.
Thank you so much, Martha. Thank you.
We appreciate you for coming and for chipping in your contribution. We really do appreciate you. Leonie,
Thank
thanks
you.
for joining. Due to time, we'll move to the next speaker. Hello, Madam Tutu Felini. Please unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hello, greetings to you. Thanks for joining the live broadcast. I'm sure you've been listening. So you start by introducing yourself, telling us where you're streaming from and your country of origin. Then you can go ahead with. You said you had a question for us, or you can go ahead with your contribution.
Okay. I just came across you, and stayed here to listen, and I enjoyed your talk. It's nice, and that's nice of you. I'm streaming from. My name is Tutu Fellini. I'm streaming from Nigeria,
Wow.
but a Ghanaian.
Oh,
So
amazing.
I I actually wanted to talk to you about a sister of mine, but the topic is not about what I want to discuss. So I don't know if I can still discuss it on the page.
It's fine. It's fine. Just give us an idea of it. We can still keep
Okay,
it for Wednesday. Yeah.
okay. She is she wants to relocate to Dubai, and I think she that's from Ghana. She wants to go, and she has handwork. She knows how to make hair, and she wants to go to Dubai. So I don't know if, because we have been discouraging her, like, don't go to Dubai, is dangerous, or they are saying there is no peace for Africans anymore in Dubai. I don't know. So because in Nigeria they no longer give visas to Nigerians to Dubai. So I just feel it's not too safe for her to go. So I don't know what your advice is like.
Mama, we have different destinies. What works for you may not work for me. What works for me may not work for Teacher B or for Mr. Emas. God
Okay.
or for Blue Boy we don't discourage people. You get it? Yes. So please don't discourage her. She should come, but the person assisting her to travel.
Oh, my network. It's my turn to talk now. My network is getting bad. Hello.
Should make sure the people she will have around her, what she will be hearing, it matters.
Okay.
So there's no reason to discourage her. People are actually making it. People are making it big.
Okay.
I'm sure Mr. Think with me can tell you 300,000, 20,000, 40,000, even 70.
Okay.
And to add, visas are actually going through. Yeah, visas are going through. So please don't discourage her. We do not discourage anybody.
Okay.
I'm not saying everything will be smooth. When you went to Nigeria, it was you had some ups and downs. You had some things that were not going on well. You had to think on how to navigate on this. And today you're who you are. So she should come, please.
Okay.
She should come.
So she doesn't
Yes,
really
it's
have
not
someone doing the visa for her.
easy,
She
but
just said
God is with us.
she doesn't really have somebody doing the visa for her. I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if you do the visa, because there was a video of yours that I watched where you were talking about apartments and so on. So I don't know if she can connect with
Yeah,
you and you guys talk about it.
for apartment, it's okay because I actually have my own flat and there are people I know around me, they own flats. Yes, so to get an apartment, that she can do it by herself, but it's fine. I can maybe someone that can assist her. So I'll
Okay.
follow you after this because I took your name already. I'll follow you and we can talk
Okay.
about it offline. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
If that's all, we'll
I
move to the
appreciate.
next speaker. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Hello, Mr. Pink. Hello, sir. I don't know. My network is poor today. Hello, Mr. Think
Yes,
with me. Are you with us?
Your
Yes,
network
I'm
is
with
really
you,
poor, Martha.
Thanks for
but your
joining.
network today, maybe there's a sandstorm somewhere. Yeah, but we can hear you, although it keeps buzzing off and on.
Yeah, it's keep breaking.
Yeah, well, once again, I'm glad to be here. I'm seeing some lost fellas. Emma, where have you been? You have some explaining to do. Teacher B, I see you. They, when the lecturer misses classes, we need to ask, Oga lecturer, where have you been? You cannot leave your students pending, huh? We're not paying you for nothing.
Hey, bro, hey, you're right. I will explain to you
Yeah.
later. No
Yes,
problem. That
yes.
is
It's always a
care. That
pleasure.
is
It's
love. That
always
is
a
care.
pleasure. It's always a pleasure as always.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Martha, I hope you're fine. I hope your day went well, and everybody on the platform. I respect all of you. I'm humbled and all that. Well, I got a glimpse. I saw your previous video how you are lamenting and telling all these young girls to preserve their bodies and all these things. When I also came, I was scrolling through these comments and I saw one fella, I think he's something, he's asking you if you have a husband, if you have children, and I think we need to give him the rules of this platform. Here we mind our business and we try to change the narrative of Africa. Stop
Exactly.
asking people if they have husbands and if they have children. Try and fix your life, get a better life. And here, this is a serious platform. We don't ask people of their sexual orientations and their husbands and all those things.
Exactly.
Just to lay down the rules. Yeah, but he's new. But now that he knows, we can continue.
Exactly.
To my dear sister who was here, Tutufe, thank you for joining, and your sister also should join the next time, Wednesday and Friday. But just a word of encouragement, my sister, it's very unnoble and foolish to take financial knowledge from a poor man. Likewise, it's also unwise to take information from people that are spreading the negativity of this country. Yet there are people like us who are here, who are prospering, who are living good lives, who are trying to change the narrative, and who are spreading the positive gospel.
Exactly.
Always keep away from the negative gospel. Don't be a prophet of doom. Don't be ambassadors of darkness. Try and look at the light and look for those that are making it and ask how they are making it. False assumption usually turns into reality, yet it's not true. So be encouraged. Your little sister or whoever, let them come. Let them
I am
try their
happy.
luck. Let them try their luck. If they make it, they make it. If they can make it like Teacher B or Martha or anybody else, they will make it. If they're disciplined, there's no problem. They will surely make it. Okay. So just a thought for you. Well, back to the topic. I was clicking on sabotage and all these things. Martha, I have a complaint to raise from some of our followers and some of the people that listen in. Now, to whoever is listening and wants to inbox some of us, my dear friend, my dear brother, my dear sister, there was a lady that inboxed me. I'll not reveal what her name was. I responded. I told her we could chat on the WhatsApp message. Then she asked that she needs help about jobs. This lady, I give her contacts of the two biggest companies in Abu Dhabi that are recruiting for ADNOC and all these big companies. Then she asked what jobs. I told her, do you have a job? She said, no. I told her, so you can do any job? She says, yes. I told her, first of all, the word any job is not a job, so what is your qualification? Then she told me she was a teacher in Uganda, but nothing can be done in the UAE. Then I told her, okay, if you want to be a teacher, I sent her all institutes that do the teaching courses and all those things. Then she said, no, I will not do it. Better I get a job that I can try and forge life with. Then I told her, okay, try those companies that I sent you and maybe you could be a cleaner or something. She said, no, how can I be a cleaner? At least I need to earn 2,000 and above. I said, hey, my dear. Enough with your foolishness. Do not be a beggar and then you want to choose. You have no job. You are from Uganda. From your profile picture, you look to be old. You have no sense. We're trying to advise you, then you're advising the advisor. If you're very clever, do not come to my inbox. Take your knowledge, take your intelligence, and go find yourself a job. Martha, we are struggling with this problem of African brothers and sisters thinking they are smart, yet they are not. Okay? And even after listening to all these people, the teacher B's that keeps speaking, the Emma that keeps speaking, out of all those things they speak, they still want to come to our inboxes. As for me, This is for you to understand. Please don't come to my inbox. I'm not here to motivate you. I'm just here to change one person's mind. You go to Martha's page, go to Teacher B's page, go to Emma's page. Those people have the leniency. They have the kindness. They are sweet. Me, I'm not sweet. I have no tolerance for stupidity. I have no tolerance for cheap talk. If you come to me, it is business. Okay, go to Martha. For you, Martha, you have the time, you have the patience. Go to Emma and Teacher B. Those people have the patience to handle all that nonsense. So enough with the complaining. Martha, we still have a big problem with our brothers and sisters. The sabotage, according to me, is ego. People have useless ego. People have useless arrogance. An example of my sister, the one I was talking about. You're from Uganda, you are teaching. My dear sister, the teaching in Uganda is not teaching. It is survival. It is not credible. It is nothing in this country. Now you think because you are teaching, which now I know that is a lie, because there's no way you could have been a qualified teacher in Uganda, then you fail to get a job in the UAE. Because you'd have documents, which documents can be attested. Our brothers and sisters love to lie. Martha, you don't need to tell me who you are because you're not adding any value to me. I don't care who you are in Cameroon. You don't have to convince me that you're so intelligent or you're so rich or you're so educated. There's nothing in vainglory. If you didn't go to school, simply say I didn't go to school. But you don't have to prove to me that you're important. My dear, even us who are here in these small positions, we're still nothing. We're still trying to struggle and survive and get to those higher elevations. Our African people are so braggadocious. They want to act like they are so important, like they are too intelligent. There's this fallacy that speaking English is some form of qualification. You know, everybody wants to look important. Everybody wants to... I'm seeing people in the comments, we're talking about, somebody dropped a comment and said, one day your nyash will come out. All these things you want to put on, all this makeup, you want to look like something you're not, you want to prove a point to people that don't really care. This is the virus that is eating up our African society. You understand? You want to brag? You understand? But an Indian out there comes with all humility. I have seen the way Indians talk to their managers. I see the way, if you see the way an Indian man will talk to me when he comes to my desk, he will be the humblest of all humble people. But the man is getting 15,000. He'll be humble. He will nod his head. Tike, sir. But when you're moving by the corridor in the office, the African man will start yelling, Oga, I greet you, my friend, I am your manager. There is zero respect. I'm not saying that I'm demanding respect. But I'm saying if you're humble, if you pull away the arrogance, it will take you somewhere. Our African people are not humble. They're egocentric. They are Mr. I know too much, yet you don't know anything. Now, even when people like Emma when they come, or people like Teacher B when they come on the platform and they speak all these things they speak, someone is going to take offense. There'll be an idiot out there taking offense only from the things that people are saying. Instead of trying to do what that person is saying, at least try and fail. But they'll be taking offense. Those people are showing off. All those people are doing all these things. All these people are so judgmental. But they're judgmental while they're earning more money than you. While you're in your bed space paying 500 and 400, as a girl, you're sleeping with all men. They divorce you from the top bank, you get married in the middle bank. They divorce you next week, you get married in the lower bank. Then you move to the next bed. At the end of the day, everybody in that bed space understands your contours, they understand your plateaus, they understand your peaks and mountains, they understand everything about you. As they're in the cafe, they start discussing your genitals and your biology. Then you move to the next room and they do the same. The next thing you know, you're as common as a Bible because everybody knows your verses. You understand? This is the problem that people are facing. Okay? And also, Martha, people in this platform, you understand? I have discovered they're not picking a leaf. They love listening to the stories. They love listening to the advice we give. My dear brothers and sisters, I, for myself, I am not here to motivate anyone. Please, I am not a motivation speaker. I'm not motivating you. I'm not encouraging you. If you like, you do. If you don't like, don't do. I am only here for one person who is fed up of 4,000 dirham, who is fed up of 5,000, who is fed up of living in a base space where you have to have a common bathroom, a common kitchen. I am here for only that person who believes that at one point of time, he will pick his children from Nigeria, from Cameroon, from Uganda, from Kenya, from Zimbabwe, and bring them in an apartment or a two-bedroom studio, okay, and have car keys, drive himself to work in an AC, whether it's summer, whether it is winter, it is none of your business. You understand? And be in an environment where someone will call you sir, Madam Martha, Madam B, Mr. Emma. Be in a kind of environment where you're respected, where you will not be called, have you ever been in a situation where someone calls you, hey, hey, hey? Do you know? You know how they call people, you know how they call Africans at my site?
Yeah.
They call them, friend, come. But when someone calls you friend, come, that is when you understand that you're a poor man. That is when you understand that you're nobody. If someone doesn't even understand you and they classify you as, call for me those labor people out there. Please call me those two cleaners. My friend, if they can point at you and call you those cleaners out there, then you understand that you're doing badly. We need people who are tired and who want good lives. That you can move and have your family on your insurance. Your wife gives birth in the UAE. You get your child's birth certificate in the UAE. Your child is taken to a school in the UAE. You pay 3,000 for a bus fee. They drive them to school and drop them back home. The way you are living in Cameroon is the same way you're living in the UAE. You are a respected member of society. You understand? In the neighborhood where you live, they know you. You have a neighborhood. You understand? Not a bed space hood. Your nearest neighbor is your bunk bed roommate. You understand? These are the kind of people we are here for. For me, I am not here for any person with a poor mindset, okay? A person who is stuck in life. No. People want to change their lives matter. Because I have seen there are places that we Africans can get to. You understand? We are trying to change the narrative that it's not only Filipinos who should be senior customer representative. It is not only Indians that should be engineers. It is not written anywhere that if an Egyptian is not a supervisor, then they cannot be a supervisor. It is not written anywhere that a person from the United Kingdom should be the only senior English teacher or senior mathematics principal or the principal of the school. No. It can be a Nigerian. It should be a Ugandan. It should be a Cameroonian. We want to get to a level whereby they no longer refer to Martha as the African teacher, but they should refer to Martha as the principal. Because when they're pointing at a principal, they do not say that the Canadian principal or the American principal or the Italian principal. No, they simply say the principal. His name is Mr. Mac. His name is Mr. Phillips. His name the name is Mrs. So and so. We will need to get to that level where Africans are called by their name, but not by the continent where they come from. I don't want to be addressed as the African HSC manager. No, that is not how I want to be addressed. I want to be addressed by my name and my profession. This is the narrative that we're trying to push on this platform. But our brothers, because they're so egocentric, they don't know that they don't know and they don't want to know. This is the problem. Despite all the YouTube videos, despite all these things that we keep speaking, you understand? They still intentionally refuse to learn, to take advice, to listen, and to practice what they listen. How many things have I spoken? How many things has Emma spoken? How many videos have you made? You're telling these girls to preserve their bodies. You think they will listen? You think they will listen? Or they'll be out there with this security guard who stands at the Dubai Mall, who thinks he owns it, with his white shirt and black pants, and they'll be going, and then they'll be sharing her all over the place. They're tossing her like a chicken bone on the plate. You understand? They'll be doing it even after you release that video. They will be going through that same problem. This is the problem. So such people, please, you're on the wrong platform. Just get to the next platform. You will enjoy that side. Here we only mean serious business. Don't ask someone for her husband. Don't ask me for private conversations. I am not a motivation speaker. I'm not motivating you because you're not adding anything to my salary. You're not changing my life. You understand? So People are allergic to knowledge. People are allergic to humility. Matter, humility has taken us far. There are times when I bent low for an Indian, even when I knew I had more books than him, I'm more intelligent than him, I am physically, I am better. In every aspect of life, I am better. He's only better than me in one aspect, and that is the experience. Whenever someone has more experience than you, my friend, shut up and listen. Be humble. Be humble. Trust me, you will go far. Humility. Ego is the biggest, that topic
Sabotage.
you're talking about, sabotage. Ego
Yeah,
is the biggest
ego.
sabotage for the
That's it.
African
That's it.
continent. You want to
That's it.
be the man. You want to have bigger balls than all of us. My friend, bigger balls
Empty
don't bring
pockets.
food on the table.
With empty pockets.
You want to be called a big boy, does not bring anything on the table. You understand, Martha? You ladies, your big nyash does not bring any food on the table. We shall bang it. I'll pass it on to Emma. Emma will pass it on to Philip. Philip will pass it on to Jack. We shall share it at the end of the day. You be the
Zero.
conversation in the evening. We
Zero.
shall leave you. We shall look for women like Teacher B, like Martha, who we shall put rings on their fingers because they're responsible women.
We call them
They are
queens.
knowledgeable women. They are knowledgeful. They're not nyashful.
Exactly.
We want the nyash, but we want it on a temporary basis. It is a KFC. We pick and throw. When you go to KFC, you don't go with a plate. But in your home, when you're eating food, you'll eat on the plate and you wash the plate, meaning you need
I
it for
like
later.
that.
But for you with your nyash and your makeup, your KFC, we shall chew and spit and throw the remainder in the dustbin. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Mr. Pink with me. The comment section is fire.
Martha, please let me just have a clarification to this. Our brother Con Kenya, I think Con Kenya, he is making some very, and tying to what my brother think with me is saying. It is true. We shouldn't be exposing our inexperience, naivety on platforms like this. This is a very honorable platform, and as my brother is saying, we are the pillars of this platform and we are not shy to talk about this. We are not shy to mingle words. We will not sugarcoat the truth because we want to please some people. Yes, it is true that some people are ambitious. You cannot be ambitious by pretending to be what you are not. You cannot be ambitious by faking your life or faking your nyash. You cannot be ambitious by going the wrong way. It is not, that is just digging your own grave. We are talking about sabotage. If you
Okay,
pretend to be what you are
be
not,
bad.
by the time we discover your real self, that job, I will not offer it to you. Call it arrogance, call it disrespect, call it whatsoever name. I will not be able to recommend someone who is faking documents, who is faking experience, who cannot prove what he told me in an interview table. I send you back to that particular office. Prove yourself. You cannot prove it. That is the meaning of self-sabotage. You are being called for a job interview. You come and you recited the YouTube and the whatsoever, the reading, you memorize everything. Now prove your worth on the table. This is the computer. Prove it. You are not able to bring out the pivot tables we want. We are not able to establish the report on Excel. You're not able to establish even a diagram on a PowerPoint, and you will tell us it was the grammar you were ranting on that table. That's what we're talking about. We are here to expose people, our brothers, to go in for reality. Prove yourself of what you talk. Don't lie. When you lie, your nyashko show. When you lie, it will expose you in the practical room. When you lie in front of the door on the interview table, it will expose you when you are being deployed for 1 or 2 days test. You will be exposed. It is not because we are disrespecting some African people. They are not humble. We should accept. It is the truth. Africans are not humble. They claim to know too much, and when you want to like sit someone down to explain to him this is not the way, they will say racism. It is not about racism. Prove your point. Be the hot cake. People are in high demand of people who are productive. There is no manager who will call you for an interview and you prove him wrong and he will not employ you. He will employ you because you are in high demand. If you are in high demand, you will be recruited, not because Indian, Hindi. That is not the truth about it. Except for these mean jobs, which I said last time, cleaner, this other security, these mean jobs. We're talking about real jobs. Real jobs, there is nothing like Hindi racism implied in those things. If you prove your worth, you will be in high demand. You will be recruited with speeds. In for the right thing. Be yourself, prove your worth, and you will be respected. You will be respected. There are people who have rejected and are eliminated from the shortlisting because they could not prove it. Don't call me because I hate my brothers. I love them. That's why I recommended them. But when they came, they did a wrong thing. I could not allow shame because it would be on my head. It would be on my head. You recruited people who cannot perform. It will be on my head. I don't want dirt. I will not associate with people who are liars.
Mr. Blue
I
Boy
will not
Prince,
associate with fake people.
you dare not call my job mean job.
Oh my God, sorry about that. But that is the category, no? They call it is under which category? Domestic. It is based on the category. Don't blame me. Blame the classification department or ministry of Dubai that classifies some of those jobs as domestic, which it is not entitled according to the law to to maybe
Unskilled
benefits and
jobs.
things like that. Sorry now, sorry my brother. Sorry, but that is the truth. It is classified under what? Domestic,
Yeah.
which is that is the classification. And
Mhm.
if the term is like disturbing you, please, the challenge is this: upgrade, upgrade, just upgrade, and let us talk about managers, assistant managers, supervisors in the next few months. Then we can be able to accept the challenge and do better to come out from that particular level. Thank you so much.
Wow, wow, wow. You guys are amazing. See, the comment section is boiling. I mean, it's boiling. No, we are not disputing that a job is a job. No issues, no issues. A job is a job, but he's just encouraging people to upgrade. So you'll not be in that category of domestic staffs. You get it. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Think with me. Thank you so much, Mr. Emiles God, Mr. Blue Boy, Mama Tutu Fellini, and let's move to the next speaker due to time. Hello, Teacher B, please unmute yourself. Of course, I took the challenge.
Powerful. Good.
Hello, Teacher B. Hmm. Teacher B, you're busy. Okay, okay, okay. She says, sorry, guys. It's fine. It's fine. If you're busy, it's fine. So, guys, thank you all so much for your wonderful contribution. She says she cannot talk right now. So, since we had so many people in the comment section who were not satisfied, I'll try bringing them up. Hello, I'm Ofon.
Martha,
Yes,
just a quick one. Just a quick one. Sorry for interrupting. I'm very sorry.
it's fine.
For that's the point that we are trying to raise earlier. When you face a challenge, like you are challenged, don't take offense. Don't be insulted and say a job is a job. Until when will an unskilled classified job continue being a job? There's a difference between a job and a career. My friend, a cleaner is not a career. A security is not a career.
You know,
We are saying we need to move past this. A job is a job thing. Don't take offense. He's not saying it in a way to. This is the problem. He was not saying. Emma was not saying what you're saying as a way to insult. We are saying we can do better. We need a career life, not a job. This is where the difference should be. Don't take offense. Instead, you should have asked that what can I do or what should be done for me to get to that kind of classification? Because all those jobs are called unskilled. For as long as your passport copy, your visa shows ordinary labor, you're unskilled. Check your contract. This is not good for you. Until when will you be a cleaner? Until when will you be a security guard? Until when will you be a helper, a construction worker? Come on, this is what we're trying to say. We deserve to be in those places, to be classified in career life. Have a career, not a job. This is what Emma was trying to say to my brother that took offense. He was not being offensive. He was just enlightening, showing where we need to be vis-a-vis where we are.
See, people still do not understand this, especially we have Mr. Konde Kenya here. He's still saying, I respect people who offer solutions to the problems, not discriminate and throwing blames. We are not throwing blames. We are not throwing blames. Like indirectly, I would say you're just the type that doesn't want to accept reality. You don't
That
want
is
to
the
accept
point.
reality. Yes,
Yeah,
that's what people
you
need.
see, Martha,
Because,
Emma can decide to keep his knowledge to himself. I can
yeah,
decide to shut up and not subscribe to your live. I just do my things. I'm busy. It's a weekend. I can go out and be with my workmates. I can decide not to say anything. Like that lady that I gave the numbers to, I could have decided not to share those numbers with them. Really, no one is forcing us to be here. We are here voluntarily. So it does not make sense for you to take offense and then claim on not giving solution. Yet we are. If you look at the previous videos from when we began, we have only offered nothing except solution.
yeah,
Solutions. We are giving people the way about. We tell them how we
we start
began, how
now.
we
We start
upgrade, how
now.
you began, and you upgrade. And this is what we've been talking here. We are here for career upgrade campaign. We are here for career upgrade campaign.
Hello, Mr.
You
Bishop.
began as a
Welcome.
cleaner. It shouldn't be appreciated, and you comfortably sit there, comfortably, happily answering cleaner, which is not taking you anywhere. That is our point. But we are here to provoke the real you. Only those who
Yeah,
will learn. Think with me, my brother. That's the truth. We cannot force people to accept this reality. Maybe they are comfortable, they are satisfied, and I'm sure we wish them farewell. Let them continue in their
Mr.
level,
Paper,
and
you
that's
can be,
it.
as a cleaner, you can
Because
still
people are
be
taking offense.
creative. Yes, as a cleaner, you can save up your money and be creative and do something for yourself. You become self-employed in the future. But if you don't want to upgrade, or I don't just understand why he's offended, but he's here, he will explain to us. Hello, Mr. Amofon. Let's just listen to that.
Madam, please, can I come in? Just say something little. I am speaking on my own side. I was trying to, I wasn't discouraging my sister, my own point. I was
Okay.
only being scared that things we've been hearing a lot of things about, especially from Nigeria, where we don't even have flight going to that country. So I'm like, please be careful. We don't really know what is happening there. So I am only being safe for her. And she doesn't really have a good account to go to other bigger countries. So that one, since is a easier this thing, you don't need a big, huge account and so on to go there. So she wants to go there. So meeting you was like, wow, this lady, I saw your page. I've been on you for like 3 4 days now, trying to wait
Wow.
till you come online. Like, let me ask you question because I'm looking after her. Like, she really wants to go, and I really need to talk to somebody that I'm sure of that can assist her. So that's why I've been trying to keep her calm, or trying to tell her to hold on, you know. So it's not
Wow.
that I'm being
Matter,
devilish
matter,
or
matter,
anything.
Martha,
So
Yeah.
let me just chip in something. I didn't say anything. I wrote by the comments regarding this concern of our sister from Nigeria. I mean from Ghana. See, I said our community is growing. That was my
Yeah.
statement in my
Yeah.
comments, which means it is applauded that you have finally discovered a platform that you've been following, and you trust that platform to the point of coming to bring out your point. That's to request for assistance from that platform. It is an honor. It is a blessing, which means our community on Matters platform, I think it is now trusted, and you could just gather the courage to follow and see the truth, the reality of this platform, and decide to come over and expose your concerns. And I believe that trust will not be jeopardized. It is a good step. I'm sure you were not clear with the information you got from the wrong people. Finally, you are here. The information you will get here, it is going to be authentic. As she promised, she will guide you and will be able to assist you. Coming here is not a problem. Nigerian visas are coming out now. As of Wednesday, they are coming out now. Then the Ghanaian lady coming here with that high expectation, trusting God. she will make it. Keep
Trust me,
negativity,
Mr.
keep
Emma,
negativity, keep the
if she knows
false
how to do
information
manicure,
and the
pedicure,
prophet
all
of
these
doom.
things, she will get something. Trust me, she will.
So,
We
so
don't.
if she already a professional, trust
Yeah,
me, she will get something very, very good. And as she comes, she has not become part of us. She will join next time, as my brother think with me is saying, we want a family that will be together.
yeah,
Think likewise, because we don't want toxic mindset that are already standard. Who will come and because ask you questions that are not necessary, begin to bore you out of your tight schedule to begin to bring out and repetition. We don't have all the time. We want her to also participate, have this kind of our mindset of greatness, mindset of of advancement. Then she can be able to soar with the eagles. So that is what we are saying. So educate her, encourage her to join. Maybe the light problem may be a hindrance. Connect with Martha at the background, talk with her. Surely we will be able to also join hands to assist. It is a good thing. You didn't make a mistake by joining the platform to bring out your concerns. Bravo. I congratulate you for that. Thank you.
All
don't
right,
worry,
thank you so
Mama.
much.
Don't worry. Everything will be
Thank
okay.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Dubai is very good, trust me. Dubai is really, really good. I don't know how else I can say good, but it's good. It's only bad for those who want it to be bad for them. It's only bad when you're into illegal activities. Now, when they start looking for you, when your name is already in their black book, you start complaining. Trust me. I've been here for years, and there are people who have been here for 5, 10, 15 years. They have never had issues with the police. They have never had any criminal record, nothing. They are good.
I'm
I know
8 years.
them.
I mean, I am 8 years in Dubai.
Yeah, I'm 5. I came here 2017. 2017. I don't have any criminal record. I don't have anything. I've never had any issue with the police, except when I went for my baby's birth certificate. That's only the only time I started going to different offices looking for things. But Dubai, UAE is good if you know you're genuine. So, Mama, just forget about
All
all
right,
those
thank
things you
you.
heard. Those things you heard are true, but it's because most of those people they were into illegal activities, and the innocent ones they were associating with those people.
Yeah, but also, Martha, kindly also encourage her to watch the previous post that you posted.
Yeah,
My,
Yeah,
my
that's true.
dear, when your sister comes here, there are so many hungry lions that are waiting to devour her. They go chop her, my dear. Tell her when she's coming, she comes with a nyash, with a zipper and a padlock.
A
People are
padlock.
here waiting. People will chop her and she will not get a job. They will show her a fake life. Some will even offer to pay for her bed space. Some will even offer to put her in their partition. After they chop all the gold out of
Sex
her and she's
machine.
left with only stones, then they will dump her. Let her come knowing that the faculty of biology should be locked with a padlock and keep it
And
tight because the
let
lions
her
are
give
here,
the key
my
to
dear.
Martha to hold. Let her give the key to
Lions
Martha
are
to
here.
hold.
They only want fresh meat. Martha already made a post about this, so let her come knowing that people will judge. Let her know.
All right, thank you. Stamata will talk later
yeah,
on.
Sure.
Mama. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
DM. Yeah. Thank you so
Sure,
much. Yeah.
you're welcome. I am Alphonse. Please unmute yourself. Hello, sir. Thanks for joining.
Good evening and greetings to everyone in the house. I am Ishida Afon, a Cameroonian based in UAE.
Wow, amazing. So you're among the real hustlers.
What to do?
Yeah.
We're outside. We have to do what we have to do
Sure, sure.
and be safe.
Mhm.
Okay, so I've been listening to a lot, and I think it is, like I said at the comment section, it is an interesting discourse, and it gives us the opportunity to empower ourselves with educative talks, makes us move forward. As much as I agree with everyone here, I just have a problem with the fact that most of the times our community we lament a lot, and at the end of the day we offer no solution to any problem.
Okay.
Yeah. Personally, I stand for career growth. I stand for progress. And as an individual, I will always say this: know where you're coming from, know where you stand, and look at where you're heading to. As much as it is good for you to be ambitious, you just have to take a step at a time. Look at who is up there and aspire to be like him or her. And then do not rush and put yourself in a situation that will rather plunge you into problems. I've listened to a lot of my brothers talk, and I completely agree with them. Like someone said, we want to see people from our communities being the managers, we want to see them be the engineers, we want to see them be the health and safety managers, not just the officers. We want to see them occupy those top positions. The reason why we are facing a lot of these issues is because from the beginning, a lot of people lack orientation before even coming into UA. Now, when you lack that basic orientation and then you come in here, you're going to face the reality and you are stuck. Because when you lack the orientation, your preparation of coming here is most likely going to be below average. So to say, we have to first of all start by doing that basic orientation. Let us take the example of the cleaners.
Mr. Alphonse, please, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Is today your first time coming to this platform? Is
Uh,
this your first time seeing my face?
I think this is the second time I passed by. Was it yesterday? But your comment section was closed.
Okay.
Yeah,
But have
because
you
I
been
think
seeing my videos? Be it
uh,
the clips, or have you seen any of my videos before?
not really, not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why you're coming from this angle, because every basic information anyone can need in the future is on this platform.
Yeah.
From the informations to travel, where to live, like your accommodation, how your CV should look like we've discussed almost everything. And what we are doing is repetition. What you can do after your first contract, because we are not saying you should just come and your first year you should come and get a job of salary of 5,000, 10,000. No,
Okay.
we have several videos. I'm not blaming you because you say you're not aware, you've not gone through our videos, but you need to check. Just after this, you can just glance through, check our videos, and you'll be more informed about the platform. Like, we discuss literally everything that concerns Africans in diaspora.
So to say, I'm missing on a lot, and
Yes,
probably
you're
going back
missing
to
out
what
a
was
lot.
already,
Yes,
probably just repeating what has already been said. And
yes,
okay.
like, we've from Mr. Think With Me, he has given us several options, courses you can take. Teacher B did say, Mr. Emas God. Like, we have people like Mr. Ambles, Mr. Kamara. We have so many speakers, and they are all
Um,
amazing. Yes. Teacher B talks about teaching courses you can take, the different categories when it comes to the school setting. Mr. Think With Me talks about Nebosh when it comes to safety. We had Mr. Akuses the other time, he was talking about sales. We have amazing speakers, and we are live every Wednesday and Friday. And trust me, since we are discussing life for Africans in the diaspora, We've been running this program for, I can say, more than 4 months or 6 months. So
Wow.
it's obvious that we've maybe exhausted all topics. So we are just doing repetition. What we are
Oh,
doing is repetition, yes.
wow.
Mr. Emma's God is here. He talks about database analysis. So you can imagine, we discuss, if you're here, whether you like it or not, we are not bragging, but you must learn something every day. Every day. Yes, Teacher B. Yes, Teacher B. So please, let's give Teacher B a minute to tell us what she has. That's why today we were actually talking about what was it
Self
again?
sabotage. Self sabotage.
Self-sabotage. Yes. That's why you missed it. Today it was all about self-sabotage. Because we realized so many Africans, maybe they use the word, but they don't know the meaning. Or they use it wrongly. Or like they are acting on it without realizing. So Teacher B, please unmute yourself, please.
Hi guys, good
Hi.
evening.
Good evening to you.
Good
Sorry,
Though
evening,
you were
teacher
busy,
B.
but
sorry.
we are forgiving you. We are forgiving you.
Please don't beat me. I was working with someone, a friend
Okay.
of mine, was helping her out with a project we are writing. So I was listening, but I was typing, so
Okay.
I couldn't really talk out.
It's fine.
Um, Hi, Mr. Think With Me has basically said everything. I'm just going to throw more light. First, since we're talking about self-sabotaging, I just want to bring back this incident we had that happened in the US. You know, the incident of the lady reporting the guy. There is
Mhm.
this video that has this audio has been circulating all over the internet. I just want us to maybe look at it. I'm trying to look at it from a different perspective. You know, we as Africans, it's always very easy for people to just say, oh, she changed, or this person changed, this person was a good person, and all of a sudden the person just changed. People will always are always so quick to question your actions. They don't want to question the decisions, their decisions or their own actions that pushed you to do what you did. I'm not justifying what that lady did. I'm not saying what she did is correct. It's wrong, yes. But there's this popular Nigerian writer, Chiamanda Ngozi Adichie. She talks about the danger of a single story. If you hear a story from one side and you conclude you're already passing judgment and you're condemning somebody, I don't think that's the right way to look at this. Because if I'm very sure that that lady that we are all looking at her to be the devil on earth or
Mhm.
Lucifer's PA, if you sit that lady down and ask her questions, you will see where that pain is coming from.
Yeah.
I'm not just judging her based on the action she is doing. You don't hurt a human being and you still get to decide how that person responds to the hurt you inflicted on them. Obviously, the person will want to respond and hit you where it hurts you the most too. Maybe that guy has done something to her that has hurt her too. In revenge for that, she needs to hit him where it hurts the most. Where it hurts the most is his migration status.
Mhm.
That's what she had to bounce on. But we, as judging from our human eye, we have condemned that lady without even thinking rationally through the whole situation. Like I said, I'm not saying she's right or the guy is wrong. I've not heard the lady's part of the story, so I cannot say anything regarding this. One thing I know is somebody does not react like that for nothing.
Mhm.
We should not just question her actions. Let's question what led to her actions. The intent may be bad, but what led to that place? And then Mr. Think With Me said something that I also wanted to throw more light on. This is regarding to especially some of us ladies here in the UAE. He was talking about us being educated, and let me just try to bring it in with the topic we are having today about self-sabotage. When I was, I could say about 2 years ago, I was living with a lady, and they were my neighbors actually. So this lady, very beautiful girl, very, very beautiful, a mother of two. She had two kids actually. And I will not mention her name because people who know me may know her. So she had kids, and so she was like living with this guy. And because you're living with the guy, he's housing you, and he knows, okay, you're already a mother of two kids, and there's already this inferiority complex that sets in, that you're a used cargo. Let me
Mm.
put it in that term already. So yeah, you should be grateful. I'm taking care of you. I'm doing this. So the lady always, whenever I listen to her talk, she always just belittles herself, talks down on herself, like it got so worse to a point where the guy, it went right up to violence. The guy would physically abuse her, apart from that, but she was still enduring all this just because of the thoughts that if I leave him, how do I survive? I was like, my darling, what kind of self-sabotaging is this? Like, why would you speak so low of yourself? Take me, for example. I'm a lady like you in this country. My darling, I have gone to school in this country. I work, I pay my fee. I have niece, people I sponsor through school back home. I have a grandmother I take care of. So don't tell me you have responsibilities. I have responsibilities too. And it's not like we're making that much. Then I was not yet a teacher. I was still studying to be a teacher. So I wasn't making that much money. I told her, you have to gain your respect. First, take charge of your finances. The person who finances is the person that controls your world. Take charge of your finances. You don't let someone make you feel like you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you cannot do it unless I do it for you. Why? Just because of some benefits he is giving you. The whole, in a nutshell, what I'm saying about this story is this happens mostly to these ladies who have children, especially in this country. You do not have to belittle yourself. Or, in fact, let me summarize this whole thing into one point. How you carry yourself, that is what matters the most. How you carry yourself. It's not that you're not pretty enough. It's not that you're not intelligent enough. It's not that you're not qualified enough. It is how you carry yourself. Somebody was talking here regarding about how we talk. They said the moment you open your mouth, you're telling people who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Most often, watch what you're saying. The moment you open your mouth, you can't just open your mouth, wow, and you just talk or give people. There are so many people that are suffering from this syndrome of too much information. You don't give people too much information about yourself. It makes you accessible. Not everybody deserves to have that access to you. Not everybody deserves to, know certain details about you. You cannot feed people to the extent where you become predictable by people. Watch what, stop oversharing about yourself. Now, my last and closing point, it's skipping my head. It's skipping my head. What was that I wanted to talk about?
Inbox people that come to the inbox with funny.
Yes, thank you.
Mr.
Thank
Think
you
with
very
me,
much.
it's in your mind. Mr.
It's in my mind.
Think
It's in my mind. Thank you very much, Mr. Think
he's
With Me.
thinking with you.
Those, those who are watching here, right? I see most of you, you come to, after the show, you come and you be like, wow, that was amazing. Wow, babe. If you ever send me a message and I see that word, I won't even respond to you. Let me just tell you, if you're here and you're watching me, I'm not your babe. You don't call me babe. I don't know you. Don't call me that. Or you come and you'll be like, wow, that you spoke so well. I'm not being braggadocious here, right? There is a polite way you can inbox somebody, especially if you want to build a good network with that person. There's a formal and professional way you can talk to people. I am somebody that I know how my discussions are. I know how I relate with everybody in my life. If you're someone that we are relating on a friendly level, I don't mind us having that chit chat on that chit chat level when we are friends. We can have that chit chat. But for example, I will speak about teaching courses and you want to come to my inbox. Let me teach you properly how to message me if you want your message to catch my attention. Let me teach you how to write it. Come to my inbox, tell me, hi, my name is this. I met you on this show. You were talking about this, and maybe I am a teacher or I have had some experience with teaching. I am in the UAE, and please, I would like to know more about this course. Can you help me or guide me on how I can go about this course? State your name, introduce yourself, where you know me, what you want exactly from me. Don't come and write, hello, how are you? Please, can I talk to you? Some people will come and say, hello, hi, babe, you look so beautiful. Thank you, but I don't need that. I have a mirror that tells me every day. Hello, please, can you recommend me? That's the most annoying part of it. Can you recommend me? I have said it here 1,001 times. I don't recommend anybody I meet on social media. I don't know you. I'm sorry. I've not worked with you before. I don't know your character. I can't vouch for you. So I don't recommend anyone. I'm not being rude, but we need to be professional because we take these things even into our professional fields. You want to talk to somebody on a professional level, you are messaging the person like, hi, hello, say something, put your message, say everything you need from that person. It should be that when the person comes and read the entire message you have left, the person should know exactly what you want and can make a decision if they are going to help you or no. Don't come and leave two sentences. You wait for the person to come and respond before you come and leave another sentence. I'm sorry, somebody like me, I don't even respond to TikTok messages. I'll just scroll through them like that until I see one that is really catching. Maybe somebody can ask me, what do you think about this course or this course? Then I can come and answer you. Well, this one is this one is that, or this one is this. Honestly, somebody even asked me that. So I cannot count the number of people that are asking me that one. Somebody will just come to my inbox and be like, can I have your phone number? I'm like, what why do you need my number? I don't know you. You don't just come to my inbox and say you want my number. Who are you? I don't know you. I don't know you. Some will just be like, are you married? Oh, I would like to marry a smart woman. You think eh, God of
No,
mercy.
you're looking for a husband on social media,
I'm looking for a husband on social media.
TikTok in
Really?
particular.
That means that means you don't even know the
No,
person
you
you are
didn't
dealing
see
with.
all these hookup platforms.
Did they see me on a hookup platform? In a
Now,
nutshell,
now there's a big
All the
problem to solve.
matchmakers.
There's a big problem now that I'm facing. Because in the beginning, I thought I would refer to these lunatics to you because you and Martha and Emma, because you're a bit kinder. But now looks like you're a tough one. So now we're left with two people. Martha and Emma will be taking on these lunatics who come to the inboxes, and they can call them baby and all those things. But I know that
No,
you,
Mr. Think with
you're
me.
also the
For
soft
me, if
one.
I see those messages, I don't respond. I will just, this one is not serious. Kale wale. And that's why you see most of them will come here and attack me. That when I send a message, you don't reply. You don't
That's
even
why
reply my comments.
that's why you're the best reference. That's why I'm telling everyone they should inbox you because you're soft now. Now I thought even
No, nah.
Teacher B was going to join, but now she's a tough one. So now Emma, you
But
and Emma can handle all guys. If you have any issues, please inbox Emma and Martha in that
I
rude
have
way, in that
traveled. I
disrespectful
have
way.
traveled. I am not here. I have traveled. Think with me. I am not here. I've just said it.
don't
Egocentric
yeah.
boyses and
No,
girlses will not allow us breathe because I am a black manager. It is not happening. I kick you out.
the
I kick you
problem is
out.
I'm
I
not
just
saying
kick
you
you
do
out
not message
technically,
me.
and that is it. That is the point. It is not happening. If you cannot be able to come professionally, no one would like to. Someone that like me, call me proud. I don't care. if I see you not being professional, I will not identify myself with you, by the way, because before calling you, we have to be very, very professional. We are not owners of these companies, we are workers. For
Mm.
that reason, professionalism is required at every stage. There is nothing like leniency because I'm your black brother, you will just behave anyhow and expect me to tolerate. It is not happening. It is not because you are my black brother. You come. I will. I mean, protocols cannot be breached. Protocols cannot be breached. No one should deceive you. So you need to put yourself together. If you don't know manners, start learning manners. If you want to grow, you must humble. If you want to be elevated, you need to go down. You see,
Exactly.
even we, most of them, most of us will claim to be Christians, but we are so proud with empty
Mm.
pockets, proud with no knowledge, proud with no experience, proud with with zero account, zero. You are proud without anything to show for. That is the problem with us, and I cannot
Exactly.
tolerate. Call me the streakers, I will agree happily, and I'm moving ahead. I don't have your time. Call me this guy is so arrogant, he's so strict. He is wicked. At the spice, it doesn't change me from being me. I'm just being professional.
Hello,
So
Mr.
far as I
Emas
know I'm
God.
doing the right thing, that is just the life that I live. That
Hello,
is the
Mr.
life I live.
Emas God.
Yes,
Please
so
let teacher be round up because we have just 5 minutes more. We still have three amazing speakers.
oh my god.
Okay,
Thank you.
let me
You
just
know,
finish
time
what
is
I
so
was saying.
precious. You
Sorry,
know,
I won't be
time is
long again.
precious.
Yes, we are time conscious. We are time
Yeah.
Hi
conscious.
When
guys, good evening. Please, I have one. Good evening. Sorry for me
Good
intruding.
evening.
Uh, I've actually heard a piece of the conversation, and I actually stop. I don't really stop on live actually because of what a couple of you have said about how it goes about the drama of the hookup or whatever, just a waste of time. But when I heard about like the empowerment of Africans and trying to get the knowledge, I was really interested. And when the this account came, Teacher B, I really have a question like, how does one go about this teaching training if one is
Mr. Joe,
interested?
please, if you're interested to know more about the teaching and everything, follow Teacher B. And you heard how she wants you to address her and message her
Approach.
so she can pay attention to your message. And she says she prefers by email. And I'm sure some way, somehow on her platform, you can find her email address. So you can actually send her an email and ask her all you want to.
Of
Perfect.
course,
Mr.
that's
Joe,
it.
minus that, I don't know what exactly you want to know, maybe the course or whatever. I have made some videos about that, saying the course, the schools, the duration, the fee, and everything. I have some videos of that uploaded on my wall. If you check and you don't have enough information, then you can message me. So, in a nutshell, I'm not saying people should not message me. Guys, feel free to message me, but your approach should not
Should
give
really
me
matter.
this impression that you want to be sexual with me. That's just what I
Exactly.
mean. Don't come giving me that. That should not be the first impression I should get reading your message. So if you're messaging me, you should write something that I will read and I will know you need help. Good afternoon or good day. Hi, I met you on Gift's platform. I really like what you said regarding this topic or that. Please, I have this qualification. I want to get
Welcome,
into
Ron.
the field of education. Please, can you help me or provide more information on how I can get into this field? Here is my number, or please respond to my message. Don't come and the first thing you're telling me is hi,
Hi,
hi
babe.
babe. Hi,
Trust me,
Need,
beautiful.
trust me, I
need to
understand
you
that
there.
one. I understand that one, but just like you said, there's always two sides of a story, right? There are people who get a bunch of messages, and of course, you can't expect them to respond to everybody. So, of course, if you have an opportunity like this one, if you can throw a question down, somebody gives you a quick answer, that would be a plus for you. So, like there could be like lots of those people out there who are just going around just to disturb people's day. There are those people out there, and there are also the other few minorities who probably want to get honest answers from honest people as well. But I'll just do like you said. I'll go through your account, check the information is there. If it's not, if I don't get enough, and then I might probably send you an email. That can work.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. I will prefer that more. I'll prefer more. I do more of emails. I check my emails every after 5, 10 minutes. So
Thank you.
I am more, I respond more to that. I'm old school, yes, but that's just my own best way of communicating. I do more of emails. And thank you so much, guys. Hope we have learned, and especially this messaging thing. So don't get angry. You sent me a message, I did not respond. Go and read your message and read what you sent to me. That's the reason why I did not respond. You don't come to me straight and start calling me your girl. I'm not your girl. I'm sorry. Or you don't come to me straight and you start telling me I want your number. Why do you want my number? Give me a reason why you want my number. And your message should state what you want, your problem, and how I can solve your problem. That is how your message should look like. Introduce yourself, tell me your problem. If you want, you can tell me how you heard about me and say how I can help you solve your problem. That's it. As simple as that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Teacher V, for that clarification and for your contribution on today's show. Due to time, please, pardon me. Let's move to the next speaker. Hello, Mr. Elvis Chair.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Good
Good
evening. Thanks
evening
for
to
joining.
everyone. Yeah, I've been here. Okay, let me start by introducing myself properly. The last time which we talked, I was here on the show and I really liked it and I enjoyed it as well as much as I learned so much about the show. So yeah, my name is Elvis, Chair Elvis. I'm from Cameroon by nationality, and I just want to, talk a little bit just to touch things. We don't have much of a time now. I can see that you're really like rushing now to end the life and stuff like that. So, and I really encourage, and I like the way my brothers have been going with the show, how they talk, how they encourage everyone. There's always room for growth, how we as Africans, we can put ourselves together, make sure we take the right path, take the right decisions that, can elevate us from the current status or the current position that you might find yourself in. It does not mean that is where you'll be permanently. You understand? Like the way Mr. Think with me was talking, someone from the comment section will find it like, not nice or not romantic or going with the way he was going with it and everything like that. So my own contribution here is, like the way they were saying a job is a job. Some point, you don't know how some people, like the way they come back from, like the way they come from Africa to UAE, so many people, they come here with debts and everything. So at the starting point, they always try to make sure they get, like they can get anything so they can hold themselves, raise some money, then before start pursuing some kind of career, jobs and everything. So what I'm just trying to say to conclude it short, to cut it short, is like, even the guys that they do cleaning, they do security and everything like that, it's not always like that this is the job that they really want or they really want to be in that place. Life does not go like that for everyone. So many people that they come from Africa to here, maybe some of them they sell land, so they are in so much in a hurry that they need something that they can do which can render them some revenue that they can save. Maybe they have some debts back home and everything. So all this career path, which is a good thing by the way, because there's always a room for growth. We always encourage everyone, to keep the positive mindset, always, be humble, be respectful, and, give yourself chance to grow and all those kind of things. But at the same time, we have to acknowledge the fact that, yes, not all of us are in the same situations. You understand? So many other people, most majority of them, they come here, they are so much in desperate need, because I've seen so many people that they even go as far as paying visas to companies. But that is something which UAE provides, almost all company provide visa free. But just so the fact that that person really needs the job so he can be able to make some money, because maybe where he's coming from back home, he has this kind of a debt and everything. So when we are talking mostly about the career stuff now, and maybe on the live, we'll be talking like he is really interesting about the show and he's really putting the effort to, to upgrade himself and everything. But maybe the way someone is going about with the explanation you're just a cleaner or you're just a security, someone can actually feel bad. Don't
No,
get me wrong, I'm just saying.
no, I
You
understand
understand?
you, Mr.
Yeah,
Elvis, but the thing is, whoever feels bad must be a first timer. Must maybe he's listening to us for the very first time, because if you've been here and if you're that kind of an inquisitive person, you want to know. After any show, you'll try to check the platform, what's going on that
exactly,
page.
exactly.
Don't
Yeah, yeah,
just get it. If you're here and it's your first time, please, after the show, go and check this platform to know what the platform is all about. You know, that's another point. That's one thing about us Africans. We are very lazy to learn. Maybe you
yeah,
find the show, it's interesting, you come and listen, and after it, you go. You don't want to know more
exactly.
about it. Why don't you want to know about it? If you don't want to know about it, obviously, you'll be going to bed with the anger in you. You know it.
Yeah,
Please,
so
if it's your first time, hello, Jesse. Thanks for joining, but please check the platform. You ought to know what it's all about. You know, I have some videos. If you check this my page, the first three videos, if you come across any of them, you'll be so touched. You come here and you'll be feeling sorry for me. You come here and you're saying, oh my dear, take it easy with yourself, love yourself, do this. But guys, it's because we don't love to read. If you check my
exactly.
bio, it's boldly written that I am a monologist. If you look a word and you do not understand it, we, especially for those of us who are in the UAE, Google is there. You have Wi-Fi. Wherever you live, there is Wi-Fi. Go and Google
Okay,
search.
okay.
Who is
So
this
that
person?
basically that was just my, my own points,
Yeah.
and I
Don't
just
worry
what
about them. They'll get used
this
to it.
yeah,
They'll
yeah.
get used
This
to
was
it.
just the things that I just, I just wanted to contribute, just like
Yeah.
because now we can't really talk much, and because of the way the show is going, your time is running out. There's another person too, which we need to give him the floor to as well for him to speak. So, yeah, this is the kind of like, just the small thing that I wanted to include to add
Thank you
to
so
the
much,
program.
Mr. Elvis. Thank you so much.
And
Guys,
I appreciate and I like and I encourage and I like the way my other brothers, I can call them senior, the way they have been talking. You see the way they talk, you hear the way they talk, okay, these people, they are here for business, they are,
and
they
even
speak
from
with
their
wisdom
tone,
and
you
knowledge.
realize they are
Yes,
pushing you.
exactly.
That is it.
Exactly. But so many other people might find it offensive. Those are
Don't
the ones which
worry.
they are lazy and all those kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, it's always important for us to encourage everyone because some people, they behave like this with ignorance, as you're saying, right? If you are coming on the platform, make sure you check out the video so you have the awareness. You'll be able to have the
Yeah.
awareness that, okay, before I stay here, before I stay in this platform, before I stay in this program, this is what and what I will hear. So I will not hear something that is going to sound offensive to me because these people,
Exactly.
they are here for business. They are here to talk things that you are going to, and they are the one taking out their time to give you this important lesson, this important topic, this important things that is going to
No one
beneficiary
favors.
just for yourself. So you just need to
Exactly.
pay attention. Forget about the eagle. Forget about them talking like it's going to make you feel offensive. Just at least with the pride and everything, keep that aside for just, it's not going to take you much. Just 1 hour or 2 hours. If you keep your pride for 1 hour or 2 hours, concentrate, listen properly to what they are saying. Trust me, and I guarantee you, the beneficiary is you the most, not them,
Yep.
because they are already in that position. You are the one trying to elevate yourself to that place. They are just there to give you the guidelines, the headlines, to guide your step. When I came here the first time, I didn't really like have this kind of a platform or have this kind of people or this kind of community that could actually guide me through the right path. So many people don't really get that opportunity. So if you're opportune to have this kind of platform that you can learn something, that people are really honest and sincere with you, that they can direct you, they can make you see the difference between a job and a career. You understand? So how you can get yourself out from a job up to a career. If is honestly, the last decision is entirely up to you. If you want to take their advice, it's up to you. If you don't want to take it, it's very easy. You can move past the page. You understand? So this is
Thank
my
you
own
so
small
much.
contribution that I wanted to add, guys. So
It's
we can
not
give floor to
small.
the So they
No
want to be,
contribution is ever small. Thank you
yeah,
so much, Mr. Elvis.
Make sure you
yeah.
come
Thank you.
again, Elvis.
Hello,
Come again.
Mr. Gibson. Please
Yeah,
unmute
hello.
yourself.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
thank you very much. And just so that I don't repeat what a lot of my predecessors have said, I'm probably just going to take a few minutes. But thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome.
So let me first start by talking about the signs of a healthy platform. If you see people disagreeing with each other, especially when you go through the comment section of this platform, you'll see that there's a lot of disagreement. And I would propose that that is a very good thing, because that is how you know that it is adding value to people. People feel free to contribute. People have different opinions, and you're absorbing information that is going to challenge you, which is unlike another platform. In all honesty, when I'm going through TikTok, there's another platform that always comes up, and it is mostly gentlemen from a certain country that I'm not going to mention, and all I hear on that platform is people saying how people hate us because we are the brightest people in Africa, you know? And they tell each other the same thing, that yes, people hate us because we're the brightest people in Africa. And yeah, and it's surprising because they don't challenge each other. So even if you
Yeah.
have someone on that platform who might be making a mistake, for example, in the way that they approach getting a job, then they will not learn that they need to perhaps change their approach, because he's been told that the only reason he's not getting this specific job is because people hate us because we are from a certain country. And that is called an echo chamber. You are in a place where people are telling you what you want to hear. People don't challenge you. So it's a very good thing that people on this platform disagree. It's good. And that's a sign of a very healthy platform. But that's not the reason I wanted to come up to speak. The reason I wanted to come up to speak is, so in my career, I have interviewed a lot of young gentlemen, a lot of young ladies. And the topic that you're talking about, this
Self-sabotage.
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 Yeah. And
Self-sabotage, yes.
I know that all the aspects that we've talked about, the immorality and all those things, it is true. Those are decisions that we make that impede our progress in terms of getting ahead in our career. But let me speak about a professional setting, because this is something that I've spoken to a lot of people growing up in my industry. I'm in the finance industry. And it
Okay.
is called imposter syndrome. And I have had a couple of people talk about it here. Imposter syndrome, racism is just a small manifestation of it. But when you are somewhere and you feel like you don't belong, so even when opportunities to progress in that specific field come, you think that there are other people who are more worthy of that position than you are, then you know that you have imposter syndrome. So let me give you a perfect example. Right now, we know what is happening in Nigeria. The currency is really devaluing, right? It's really devaluing, and the truth is, a lot of people who are in Nigeria right now are desperate to get out. So there's a gentleman, a former colleague of mine, who has been trying to reach me so many times, and I've been busy. And today, between all my meetings, I decided to take his WhatsApp message. So we started exchanging. And he said, "Oh, Gibson, I'm so glad you took my call. I've gotten a job offer in Kenya, one of the largest banks in Kenya." And he says, "Okay, so they're giving me what I think is a very good offer, but I wanted to know about the culture in that company. Is it a good place to work in?" And I know about this company, and I know that it is it's a toxic culture. And I told him that it is pressure. That company will pay you well, but it is pressure, pressure, pressure. The day you do not deliver, you will be kicked out, and they'll look for someone else to come and replace you. But so I didn't really talk about the remuneration aspect, because he said that he feels that he's getting a good offer. Then when I was about to end the conversation, I just thought to ask him, so how much are they offering you? Now, because I'm a Kenyan and my company transferred me to Nigeria, so I lived in Nigeria for 5 years, and then from Nigeria, I've recently come to the UAE. So I know the Kenyan market, and I know what someone should be earning for the position that he was interviewing for. So I just thought to ask him, hey, how much are they offering you? And what job title is going to be? And he says, I had asked for 900,000 Kenya shillings, and they're offering me 600,000. And I've noticed that the Kenya shilling is very strong against the naira. So right now you can exchange one Kenya shilling for about 6.4 naira. So the Kenya shilling is definitely much stronger than the naira. So he's converting it and he's thinking, I have such a good deal with 600,000 Kenya shillings. But I say, no. Because for this specific position, a Kenyan would not take less than 1 million. A Kenyan would not take less than 1 million shillings for that specific position that you're interviewing for. Because there's a lot of things you are not considering, because you're sitting in Nigeria and you're thinking that the currency is devaluing and you're desperate and you just want to get out of Nigeria. But the fact is, in Nigeria, your tax is about 20%. In Kenya, it's about 35% with a new bill that has been passed. So even your net salary is going to be much lower. Where you're going to be living when you're in Kenya is not like where you're currently living. So in Lagos, he probably lives in a place that is quite affordable. But because you're going to be an expatriate in Kenya, you're probably going to be living in a place called Kilimani, which is where that specific bank is. So he's probably going to be paying 100. And we worked out his salary. He was going to be earning absolutely nothing. But because you feel, oh man, this company is giving me this amazing opportunity. I want to get out of Nigeria. I'm going to be living in a foreign country. It is just wrong. Think, ask questions. And he's gone back and said, no, that offer is not something that I would want. And surprisingly, with this same afternoon, the HR have said, okay, give us some time. Let us get back to you next week with a revised offer. Now, the same thing is happening to people coming to the UAE. Some people are coming here and they are living a much better life back home. They're living a much better life back home. But you're coming here and you're suffering, and you just feel that other people are more worthy of positions because maybe of their skin color, but because you have imposter syndrome. The long and short I was going to say is self-sabotage requires that you be very confident about your abilities. I had someone saying on this platform that you're worthy, right? If you have the qualification, interview well. Ask for what you feel you deserve. Because sometimes when even you ask for very little money, they just think, there must be something wrong with this person. Yeah? Someone was telling me that they've gone for a couple of interviews, and in both places they've been told that he was overqualified. You're asking for very little money. No, ask for what you feel you are worth, And that is, from a professional standpoint, I feel that is another area where we Africans self-sabotage. You're not asking for what you are actually worth. When you go to another place, you take a mindset of desperation. I'll take anything that comes my way. And that is not always the best approach to take. So thank you so much. I'll let other people speak.
Great.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gibson. Actually, your last speaker of the day. Yeah, because our time
Our
is
time is
up
up.
and we even added 19 minutes more. Thank you so much. And Teacher B said something in the comment section that if you know your worth, and it's true, most of us Africans out of Africa, we don't know our worth. Yes. Okay. And Mr. Think With Me says that if you have a worth. So it's you knowing your worth and you actually having that worth. Thank you so much, Mr. Gibson. We appreciate you. If I'm not mistaken, it's your second time coming. We appreciate you and we pray you keep coming. We need people
Thank you.
like you to bring in these contributions with examples. You had an example like you listening, you have no doubts. It's actually happening to our own brother. And this aspect of us converting our money, you're looking at your salary based on the worth of it back in Africa. It's a very big problem to Africans. That's why some of us get too comfortable with our 1,000 dirham salary, because we look at 1,000 in France CFA. It's almost 180,000. So it's better. That's what is killing us. But by the grace of God, we'll keep talking about these things, and some of us will come out of that circle. We'll come out of it. Yeah. Thank you so much. We've come to the end of this program. See you guys on Wednesday next week, and have a lovely weekend. Enjoy. Enjoy. Martha, I think you're trying to bring topics. Yes. Yeah. That's it. Because this thing of self-sabotage, it has like, it developed branches. And please, guys, please, you can contribute. If you have topics, please bring the topics, and we can prepare. Yeah. Prepare the topics and post it before the day. Yeah. We'll work on that. Thank you so much, Teacher B. Thank you, Mr. Think with me, Mr. Tala, Mr. Gibson, Mr. Elvis Chair, Mr. Emas. God, I appreciate you all, and our amazing speakers. Please go nowhere. Our people need this. I need you. You need me. We need each other. Good night and bye bye.
Just for
Good night.
Bye
Thank
bye, bye
you.
bye. Have a nice
Bye.
day. Bye.
Thank you, thank you. May everyone
Bye.
to
Thank you,
follow
thank
each
you.
other so that we can be connected and signals once we are live,
Sure,
please.
sure,
Thank you.
sure. Because I think it will be advisable. I'll be posting it, and I'll post it on my story as well. So we can all do a little bit of research and come with something powerful on the show.
Yeah.
Take with me. Don't worry. I will explain to you later where I've been all this while. So we are together.
The men. Don't gossip. We don't want men who gossip. Hey,
yeah, but
I
just
think
for our
this weekend,
newcomers,
this weekend,
uh,
this weekend, I have to take you out for a dinner.
it's
hey.
okay. Yeah, but
Tomorrow
for our
evening, I
newcomers,
have to be in Abu
for our
Dhabi. I
newcomers,
have
they
to be in
really
Abu
need to
Dhabi.
know that there are platforms
Gossip has
we have
started.
so